doing a survey around the country on the way population handles themselves and speaks and deals with their friends and interact with their peers and whatnot.
I'm in South Korea, and it's cold as dirt, and freaking we out here.
You said you're in California?
No, I was in South Korea.
Oh, South Korea.
I was in South Korea, right? So, me and my boys, right? We're huddled up and we're talking or whatever, you know. And I forgot where the conversation went, but the conversation just got weird, you know what I mean?
It's always weird.
It just got, yeah, you get a bunch of guys together, it's gonna get weird eventually. But I didn't know how far this is gonna go. So eventually he pops the question. He's like, what did he say? He said something along the lines of just like, what's something weird that you've done? I'm like, what do you mean, like, done? Like, what? Because that can mean so many things. Lowercase d, capital D, like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? There's all caps, no cap. Like, what are you talking about? So he goes, just like in general, nothing too crazy. Just like when you're by yourself, you do weird stuff. I'm like, you know, if I'm being honest, I probably watch more porn than I should if I'm by myself, if I'm being completely honest. But so I left it at that, and he was like, word. And now I'm waiting for his thing, because I feel like he just asked me
to say something. Yeah,
I feel like the only reason he asked me is because he wanted to confess something. But I didn't know what the hell he was about to say. And calm as the unblown snow, this guy just goes, yeah, man, I after I bust, I sometimes taste my cum. And in that moment, my reality was not only shattered, but I was just kind of like, where do I go from there? What do I say? Do I reassure you of your cum tasting, yourself cum tasting? Or do I cut sling load and be like, you know what, man? That is weird.
Or you could have just been like, I've never tried it.
Would you try it?
I would.
You would?
Yeah.
Reasons?
Well, some people said, how people would, have you ever heard people say, like, the more you eat pineapple?
Okay. I like pineapple.
Yeah, maybe it tastes like pineapple.
But I don't.
There's a lot.
I think I'd rather have a second party tell me. I don't feel like I need to find out myself.
You try a drink because it's like, hey, what's in that drink? And it's a Kai berry. You got the cinnamon in it. And you're like, okay, let me give it a shot. It's I want to know what this tastes like.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, what's in that?
Yeah.
And you're like,
what's in this? Yeah, what's in this batch? What's in that batch?
Like, there's literally human seed inside here.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is that?
No, you can push that aside. It's like that scene.
I'm curious. Did anyone say that they did that before?
So after he said what because mind you, there's like 4 other people around us. So for him to just spat that off, that was wild. And mind you,
True.
Everybody else knew each other for a while, but he was like the new guy.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was the new wolf in the pack. He's got
some balls then, just coming out like that.
He's got full balls, and he's tasting them.
He's tasting
his balls, bro. And I was just so taken aback, and everybody else was just kind of like, "Well, what do we say?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm not sipping my semen because I feel like that's a gateway drug. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's where it starts. I feel like that's where it starts, and you just get curious.
Ever since I had my
yeah, bro, now you're under a bridge just sucking, bro. Because the thing is,
just don't start drinking.
That shit will ruin your life. Let me tell you what,
marijuana,
bro. Bro, it's like Napoleon Dynamite. He's out here like trying to. He drinks one cup and he's like, he was in an onion patch.
It was all in the start.
He was he grew up in California.
Oh man, that's a hard life.
Yeah, weird, right?
So
all right,
that was the weirdest. That
was weird. So go ahead.
Good thing Good thing he was a heterosexual man.
Yeah. If he was gay, the context would have been just fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I say that shit's gay, that's exactly what I mean. Like,
is that gay though? If you like it, it's gay. If you like it, it's gay.
I think having semen in your mouth is probably gay.
Probably.
If I had to guess, if somebody made me choose whether that was straight or gay, I'd probably say it's leaning a little bit to the gay.
Yeah.
But like that begs the question, right?
You know,
masturbation is a penis in your hand.
Honestly, though, I'm gonna be completely honest. At this rate, I'm serious. I wouldn't think that some whack cracked out scientist says, some like crazy person's like, yo, semen is now good in your food.
Yeah.
Like it gives you nutrients.
Semen infused candles.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That would be very weird.
Minerals. Yeah.
And they
Face
crystallize
cream.
them.
Yeah.
Sprinkle them.
It's like creatine.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
That's disgusting.
Yeah. No, I feel like pretty soon here, like being straight is gonna be like, whoa, bruh. Like it's gonna be like the
weird thing wrong with them.
It's gonna be like that's the new hipster. Like being like, whoa, bro. Like, so you're saying you don't meddle with like, you don't suck your bro from now and then?
Oh,
and then it's gonna be like, no.
I think that could honestly, bro. It's already getting to that weird point.
Yeah.
Do you know Gavin? You know Gavin McInnes? He's like some politician guy. He was telling this story about basically how the only way in, his like career.
So you gotta
suck someone off.
Yeah, I feel like, you know what's weird? First of all, I want to say this, man. I have no problems with somebody does behind closed doors because, it's behind closed doors. Yeah. But with that being said, man, the only time that I feel like gay shit is unacceptable is like, well, not unacceptable, but it's just kind of like in Hollywood, you hear these stories, bro. Like you hear like politicians, right?
Right now.
You hear politicians like, you got to go to Bohemian Moon and get your moon pied.
Bro, did you hear about
to be in the club?
Yeah, it's messed up.
I want to get money, but not if that means getting a moon pie.
Well, yeah, he got $20 for it.
Yeah,
so he could buy some. Crap.
Or like Cruz, who's that football player that played in White Chicks? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss you.
Black guy.
Yeah. Something, bro.
Tyson.
Jacked boy. Well, anyway, he went before like Congress or something, and he was like, yeah, it pretty much came down to he got diddled, you know what I'm saying, or caroused into sex, just to get into the industry. But like, that's what I'm saying, bro. If he could get it, I have no chance, bro. If somebody's taking that booty, you know what I mean? But I just feel like nobody cared. Like it came out for one day and people were like, on to the next one.
That's true.
Yeah.
No one gives it, dude. No one cares.
No one cares, bro. Like when a guy like,
because it's like hazing. It's like hazing when it's like college. You do the weirdest things.
Yeah,
like,
elephant lineups.
Yeah, you got that. It's just the most bizarre things. And
yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. Man, I don't really mess with butt play. Because first of all, my butt is too masculine. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like my butt is way too, like, that's the only way I can describe it. It's way too manly. It's way too manly. And I feel like even if I wanted to do butt stuff, I feel like I would be way too self-conscious for it. I don't even like to like bend over. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, if I gotta grab a pencil,
if it has to do with my butt, just don't go there.
Like when I pick up a pencil, I squat. I cholo squat.
Oh really?
Yeah, dude. I don't like bending over.
Don't like it.
No,
I'm kind of the same way, man.
Yeah. If I eat, it like
just don't get close to my butt,
bro. I don't even like my cheeks like spread in any way.
I don't like that either, dude.
No, like if
I
eat.
Do you do the man wipes? Like you ever done that?
I had to do it in jail.
There's something about feeling my butt when it's wet. I hate that.
So what happened was in jail. So I'm gonna be honest, right? If I'm pooing.
Wait, you were in jail?
Yeah. I
didn't even know that. Yeah, I just learned something very new.
Yeah. Don't judge me. Okay. I'm a nice guy.
No.
But
depending on how long you were in there for.
It wasn't 6 months.
Oh jeez.
Bro, that's light.
What did you do?
All right, no. We'll talk about that later.
Talk about that.
Yeah. But but in jail, right?
We have to talk about our butt wipes first.
Yeah.
Before we get into that.
So in jail, right? So basically, the way that this jail was set up, you had 2 Putin stations, right?
Okay.
And they were right next to, like, this is the area where everybody's watching freaking like Jerry, Cops, and like a talent show, right?
Mm-hmm.
TV's here, seating area here. There's 3 pooing stations right here. And I'm not talking about on this side of the wall. I'm talking about like you're right next to somebody watching America's Got Talent and you're pooing.
So there's the toilet.
And an audience right here, just like watching TV, but they can
So
also
weird.
watch you.
And
Right.
that is in the cell.
So it's one big bay. It's one big open bay, and the bunks are lining the outside of the bay. And there's a cage separating the juvies from the man. And so basically what happened was, you know, at the time I was mad soft. I'm still kind of soft. So what happened was, I didn't know like how to go about pooing in front of another man. So, because when I'm here, right, when I'm pooing here,
you gotta take up.
So,
Everybody's
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
learn that.
so what happened was, is that like when I'm at home, I do the, you know what I mean? I do
right.
the,
Yeah.
and it looks kind of flusy. Like if you were to be objective about it, right? We all do it, but it doesn't look threatening, right? It doesn't look manly. So what I did out of fear, straight fear and desperation, I literally just like scooted back a little bit, lifted the sack, and I wiped from the back forward, but I kept eye contact because I didn't want them to think that I was scared or a bitch. So I just went like this, full eye contact, back to front,
that's
back to
intimidating, bro.
front. And I was even scared to like look. So I just kept going until I felt like it was complete. But I was just full eye
Yeah,
contact,
bro.
bro.
I don't know how I'd react to some guy
How-
that's direct eye contact is
Yeah.
and just lifts up his sack and just.
And then, you know what the funniest part is? After I pooed like that, I sat back in my seat. And then one of the other inmates was like, "Do you always wipe like that?"
Bro, that's a light territorial.
Yeah, he was like, "You always wipe like that?" I'm like, "Yeah, how you wipe?" He was like, "From nut to back, bro.
Bro, have you
Nut
ever
to
just
crack."
gotten up and never wiped?
No, absolutely not.
I've done that.
Have you? Why? What's the
It's-
context?
Somebody told me about how they don't wipe, and I was just like,
You tried it?
I did.
Why though?
It felt easy.
I mean, obviously, yeah.
It felt quick. It felt natural. I don't think the cavemen back in the old days, I don't think they wiped. I think they squat, they got back up, and they did their business.
I
Because
think
there was no such thing as toilet paper.
no.
And I wouldn't want to rub, I don't know if you've ever been out in the forest.
I have
I
plenty.
don't want to rub freaking some leaves on there. It just rips.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like you make a mess. There's a reason why we have like a whole butt, you know?
I feel like people either got really good at just like spreading and clipping. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like they spread and clipped. Yeah. And they just got so good at that, or they just pooed in whatever body of water was nearby.
I don't know if I was back in, I don't know if it would be a water thing. I don't know what was more natural.
I think it just depends on where you were,
I don't
right?
think they would have gone in the water because that's where they would have they would have needed drinking that.
Nah, man. I feel like it depends on where you lived, right? If you lived in North America where there's plenty of streams, I feel like people were just like, there's streams everywhere. I'm gonna pick this stream, right? It collectively, the cavemen were like,
That's a
Poo,
poop stream,
right?
Yeah, that's the poop stream.
but if you were like in Russia and all you got is snow, then you would just use the snow. And if you were,
Wipe your butt?
yeah, man, you would pack that shit like salmon.
Oh my.
We're doing a survey around the country on the way population handles themselves in speech, and deals with their friends, and interact with their peers.